was booed off of stage, but why? We'll find out here on Stream On. Yes, welcome to Stream On here on the Stream.TV, friends. I'm your host, Brooke Bergstaller, here to dish up all of what's trending from across your favorite social media platforms. I'm talking Facebook, I'm talking Twitter, I'm talking Snapchat, and more, friends. But let's get today's show started with what is trending on Facebook, or as you may know it, Facebook. Well, our first story today is super exciting for all you Chris Rock fans out there. Apparently, this famous funny man is planning on running for president. That's right, you guys, he made the announcement online. And if he stays true to his word, that means in 2020, he will be running alongside none other than Kanye West. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a Rock 2020 girl myself. Comment below who you'll be voting for, and let's all comment in favor of the supermoon. Of course, one of the largest supermoons in recorded history happened last night. So the supermoon is said to be the time when the moon appears the biggest here on planet Earth, but it's actually the closest it's been in the past 70 years to planet Earth, and it's appearing about 13 to 14% larger than usual. Now, if any of you guys are practitioners of witchcraft, then get out your cauldrons to celebrate this holy lunar celebration. Okay, well, before I eat any more of my words, Natalie, who's talking about this supermoon on Facebook?
Well, as you can imagine, Brooke, Facebook is all aglow with comments. We've got some coming from Crushlyn Lim, Sally Irvine, Lee Hamilton, Robin Guetta, and Smith Winston saying the moon was always an eccentric fellow, which makes me picture him with a mustache and a top hat, just like Mr. Peanut.
I love that, yes. He was a classy moon. The moon was an extra class act. Well, you know who's also a class act? David Blaine. He is up to his ordinary sorcery, wizardry, and illusion when he appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. He performed a bunch of card tricks and magic tricks for Jimmy in the Roots, and the whole gaggle of boys absolutely lost their minds. The video is so cute. You guys have to check out the full thing for yourself on YouTube. And I would love to know, are you David Blaine fans? I have a very sweet spot for magicians of all kinds. So David, if you're watching Stream On, call me or like interrupt my thoughts using ESP or something like that. I feel like you'd be capable of doing that. Well, you know what Chili's is not capable of? Keeping their word, you guys. So the restaurant Chili's, the franchise chain, offered free meals to any U.S. veterans on Veterans Day. However, they took a meal away from one said veteran at one of their restaurants. His name is Ernest Walker, and he went to get his free meal to go when someone in the restaurant told the Chili's manager in Texas that he was not an actual veteran. So the manager took his meal away, only to find out that he did indeed serve our great country, so he deserves a million free meals if you ask me. Chili's, I hope you're offering him these coupons now, but Ernest, I would be careful because if you're trying to go to the bathroom regularly, eating at Chili's every day, probably not your move, dude. Probably not your move. And you know what probably wasn't the best move for Wanda Sykes? To talk about our Mr. President-elect Donald Trump at one of her stand-up shows. So she was performing in Boston, of all places, when she called Donald Trump a racist, a sexist, and a homophobe, and was met by startling boos from the audience, to which she said, well, F all y'all, while flipping off the audience. Nothing makes me happier than that. I love you, Wanda. I love you for that. And I love you guys for staying tuned to what's been happening in the land of Facebook. For more stories like this, head on over to our Facebook page. Give us a thumbs up. Stay in the know at the Stream TV. Twitterverse, there's always something new happening in the land of tweets, and today is no exception. We've got 4 awesome hashtags for you guys, and our first one up is hashtag Thirsty Schmovies. So this is a hashtag game created by a company, Thirsty Schmovie, and they ask you to use the hashtag while reinventing a movie title that has thirst in it, basically. So our first comes from @Tea Party Angel, who recreated this film to say, Mimosa, myself, and Irene. I love that one, Tea Party Angel. And our next tweeter at Jared Johnson recreated Zero Dark 30 by calling the film Zero Dark Thirsty. Well, I think that's actually pretty clever. I probably couldn't have done better than that, Jared Johnson. Next up is hashtag American Apparel. Sad news for the clothing company. For the second time, they are filing for bankruptcy, and we've got the Twitterverse abustle with commentary. Our first tweeter at Poppiness said, American Apparel is filing for bankruptcy again. The good news is that they're only 2 more bankruptcies away from running for president. Ooh, that one hits close to home, dude. And next up, Anna K. Gustafson said, American Apparel is filing for bankruptcy. Deep V Man Squad's planning vigils nationwide. Oh, these poor boys, where will they get their V-neck shirts? Next up, this is my favorite hashtag for the day, what I learned at the mall. Now, our first tweet comes from an actual Twitter account, A Single Bear. And you guys have to follow A Single Bear, which is an account that portrays an actual bear. Now, he said what he learned at the mall, humans do not like it when I visit their food court. I am sorry. Please don't scream at me. I am a bear. Hashtag what I learned at the mall. And our next tweeter at Kaiza Emerald said, what I learned at the mall, there will always be that one customer that uses the fitting room as a bathroom stall. Ooh, Kaiza, I am so sorry. I feel like you should quit your job if people are pooping in your job space. So, well, that's actually all of the tweets that I have for you today. Super exciting stuff. But make sure you follow us on the Friendly Bird at The Stream TV. It's time for Instagram. What's been trending in the land of IG? Well, none other than this account at Wave Rider. Okay. I have to meet you, dude. I have to meet you, and I'm going to reach out as soon as this show is done. This is a kid who just poses in different positions that he's seen celebrities pose in on the cover of magazines or on their album covers or whatever it is. He does absolutely hysterical recreations, and I have no idea what his budget is, but he gets super creative. I mean, if you ask me, this boy is the next Da Vinci. He is the Da Vinci of the Instagram scene. So make sure you follow at Wave Rider for more of what that dude is up to. And make sure you give us a follow on Instagram at The Stream TV. And next up, I'm gonna toss it on over to today's music correspondent, Natalie Sheets, to keep us in the know about what's been happening in the land of tunage. Natalie, take it away.
Thank you very much, Brooke. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening in music news today. First off, let's start with this mannequin challenge that's been trending all over the internet. Have you heard of this mannequin challenge before? Basically, people are frozen in a sequence of positions or areas during an event, and somebody on their phone will go through and film it as they walk through this sort of sequence of frozen people and then post it on social media. Everybody from Michelle Obama to Ludacris have been trying to up each other on what the best mannequin challenge has been, and joining that mix of people, DJ giant Marshmello pulled off the mannequin challenge at his sold-out show in LA over the weekend. He went for the biggest mannequin challenge yet, with crowds of more than 6,000 people at the Shrine Auditorium. It wasn't the tightest version yet, but as you can imagine, getting a room of 6,000 people to hold still for that long, for even a minute or two, it's probably near impossible. So good on you, Marshmello, for trying, and you can go over to YouTube to check that footage out right after the show. Let us know what you think. Another video we want you to check out is an exclusive from Dave Chappelle. He actually was on SNL over the weekend, and we have footage of him jamming with Lenny Kravitz singing Radiohead's Creep at the SNL after party. Now, after crushing it with a moving and powerful opening monologue, Dave Chappelle kept the hits coming well into the legendary SNL after party scene. The SNL cast member Leslie Jones caught a lot of it on her phone and actually put it up on her Instagram. So you can catch the night's epicness on her Instagram and catch all that behind the scenes footage of him jamming. You've got Lenny Kravitz, I think, on the drums, and really cool backstage behind the scenes footage. Now, something I'm super excited about and geeking over today, they just released the Beauty and the Beast movie trailer. Now, if you're a Disney geek like me, they've been doing a lot of the live-action renditions of the films, which have been amazing. The trailer introduces the live-action actors that will be playing the characters, along with all the animated characters that will be in the film, all the classics, the candlestick, the clock. It stars Emma Watson as Belle, but also has Ewan McGregor, Ian McKellen, Emma Watson, and other stars in the film. Now, unfortunately, if you wanted to see it for Christmas, you'll have to wait a little bit longer because it's not going to be released until March 17th, 2017. Shock, gasp, I know, but you'll just have to keep waiting. So go ahead and check out that classic trailer on IMDb right now. Speaking of classics, David Bowie's bandmates and friends are throwing a birthday performance for him on January 8th. It would have been the singer's 70th birthday, and the event, held at the UK's Brixton Academy, will have over 30 musicians that worked with Bowie throughout the career. It also is the first in a series of gigs that will happen all over the world in cities that were close or meaningful to David Bowie and his work. And last but not least, because I can't get enough of the Brits, Chemical Brothers are sharing their new trippy video for their party track, CHEMICAL. Yes, I can spell. They're known for their mind-blowing visuals, but the veteran electronic music producers took a backseat and let their longtime collaborator and director friends, Marcus Lyle and Adam Smith, conjure a posse of digital dancing characters. It actually kind of reminds you of a trippy version of Sesame Street, where these like loosely limbed characters are dancing and then forming the letters and then eventually the word chemical for the famous Chemical Brothers. So it's pretty trippy, man. I would get out there and check it out as soon as you can. And that's all we have today. Brooke, back to you.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I have so much homework, Natalie. I cannot wait to get on the World Wide Web and check out all those videos you recommended. And since it's the home for videos, let's take a moment to see what's been trending on YouTube. Oh, great. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to Stream On. You're watching YouTube right now. So here's what's been trending in the land of Totally Tubular. First up, I have a video, a screen rant video, providing tons of insight about movies that actually used accurate science. It should come as no shock that one of these movies was Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey, which used super specific information, the duration of time that it actually took to get to Jupiter, how the crews went about their duties, the food that they ate, etc. It was all very authentic to what actually happens. And same with a film called Contact, starring Jodie Foster. This movie was actually based off of a book by Carl Sagan called Contacto, and the film's creator successfully portrayed much of what happens in space in a very realistic manner, which had scientists very excited about it. And another film that does a great job of this is Martian, starring Matt Damon. And if you haven't seen this film yet, then make sure you get on your Netflix or whatever it is right now and check it out. It's regarded as extraordinarily scientifically accurate, including what many people doubted as Matt's space botany skills, the length of space travel. They got all of this stuff right for a mainstream Hollywood film, so check that out and check out Screen Rant's whole montage of these movies to check out the rest of those. Now, next up, a video brought to you by Discovery News explains why smokers look old. What does smoking actually do to your skin? Well, the reason is supposedly because nicotine is a vasoconstrictor, which means that it narrows blood vessels, therefore allowing less oxygen and less blood to make its way through your skin, which gives you dem wrinkles, yo! So you get laugh lines, you get bags under your eyes, you just don't look the hottest that you ever looked. And there was actually a study that researchers did on twins, and they studied a twin that was a smoker and a twin that wasn't a smoker to see the difference in their skin, and they found that yes, indeed, smoking does dramatically affect what you look like. So put down those cigarettes, y'all, and start vaping, bro. Do you even vape, bro? Our last YouTube video for you comes from Grant Thompson, who has dubbed himself the King of Random, and this is random indeed. For some reason, I thought this video was so interesting, and you guys can let me know what you think, but he's sharing a survival tip in case you ever get lost on an island like you're a member of Castaway. So he says that you can crack open a coconut, and actually shows this. Pull out the fibers from inside the coconut, mush them up a little bit, and then start pulling those fibers to create a thread of coconut rope. He then does some like crazy sorcery to retie it and make it a little more secure. But anyways, I think this is totally exciting, totally cool. And yeah, I would love to know what you guys think. Well, that's all of the vids that I have for you coming from YouTube. But like I said, you're probably watching on YouTube right now. So comment below, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel at The Stream TV. What's been happening in the land of Snapchat? Well, here's what you could find on your Discover Daily. Thank you, Snapchat, for this. Coming from Daily Mail, farewell walnut. If you guys haven't heard this story yet, grab a box of tissues. So there is a man in London who posted about his dog named Walnut, his 18-year-old whippet named Walnut, who he was going to have to put down. When he shared the story on the internet that he wanted to take Walnut for his last walk, it absolutely blew up on the World Wide Web. And when he went to go take that final walk, he was joined by hundreds of animal lovers. And it's the cutest thing ever, and you guys need to check this story out for more pictures. He did unfortunately have to put down his beloved Walnut, but not before giving him just one last hoorah. I love this man. If he wasn't already happily married, I would find you, dude. I would find you, dude, and I would prepare you for what is known as cuffing season. Thanks to Snapchat and a company called Brit & Co., I've been informed that 'tis the season to lock down your man to hibernate with. This is an actual thing. This is a trending term called cuffing, and it's when it becomes winter time and people don't want to go out into the world as much. They find someone who will kind of just do for the season, like you'll do. And yeah, when it becomes springtime again, that's when the relationship officially ends. So kind of sounds like a sweet deal if you ask me. What's another sweet deal is that there's problems going on around the world, and it's not just America. So there's political issues in South Korea right now with over 250,000 people protesting their president, Park Geun-hye, because he has been committing something called cronyism. There's a cronyism scandal, and apparently he's been hiring a bunch of his friends for official government positions, and his approval rating has plummeted to only 5%. So we'll keep you updated on what's gonna happen in South Korea. Hopefully, you know, they're a peaceful type, so probably nothing too dramatic, but good luck, Planet Earth. Good luck, Planet Earth, and all of your leaders. And also, this is crazy, coming from China. Because there's so much pollution in China right now, there's a ton of companies who are profiting off of selling pure air to those in polluted cities. There's one particular company called Wales Air, and they're selling a 20-ounce glass of fresh oxygen for $97, and they promise a morning dew feel when you open that jar. I feel like maybe Planet Earth, we could just clean up a little bit of stuff and then we wouldn't have to sell you packaged air, but I don't know, call me crazy. Well, you know what you can do? You can literally call me crazy once you give us a follow on Snapchat at The Stream TV. I want to hear from you. Tell me I'm crazy. Yeah.
The president for South Korea is actually female.
Oh.
So if you want to just review the Snapchat.
Yeah, if I can.
Yeah.
Also, Kellen, I need you to count me in. I can't see anything. I have no idea when I'm supposed to be on camera. All right.
But I'm just gonna come back from the meeting.
Do you want me to do all of Snapchat?
Yeah, just do it also, then it's an easy cut in and out.
Okay.
Alright, here we go.
People correct me. What's been happening in Snapchat, you guys? Well, I'm here to deliver the dirty deets thanks to Discover Daily. The Daily Mail shared this absolutely heartwarming story about a man in England who has an 18-year-old whippet named Walnut. Now, he shared his story on the internet that he would sadly have to put his beloved Walnut to rest, but not before saying he wanted to take his dog on one last walk. And when he did so, he took the internet by storm. The story blew up everywhere. And when he went on that final walk, he was joined by hundreds of animal lovers who said goodbye to that sweet little pooch named Walnut. For more of that story, you can check that out for yourself on the Daily Mail on Snapchat. And another story coming from Snapchat, brought to you by Brit & Co., the news that it is officially cuffing season. Now, if you don't know anything about cuffing, this is a new term, and this is new to me, but it has to do with people who are finding a partner to hibernate with for the winter, only to break up with them in the spring when it's warm enough to go to the bars and find someone more attractive than whoever you settled with for the winter. Another story coming from Snapchat, is from South Korea. Now, this is actually crazy. I guess there's stuff happening worldwide. Seems like no one's too happy with their leaders, and there's no exception in South Korea, where 250,000 people are protesting their president, Park Geun-hye. I probably mispronounced that, but that's okay. You guys can call me a dum-dum in the comments below. So, the president is said to have committed scandals right now of cronyism, where she has been electing her friends to official government positions, and doing so has caused her approval rating to plummet to only 5%. Only 5%, you guys. That's crazy. Let me know what you think about that, and let me know what you think about this. Moving just a little bit further east into China, there is a company called Wales Air who is packaging fresh air to those in extraordinarily polluted cities in China. They're offering a 20-ounce glass of oxygen for just $97, and they're promising a morning dew feel. Well, if you ask me, humans of planet Earth, I feel like we could just agree on cleaning things up a little bit and taking responsibility for our garbage, and then maybe we wouldn't need to sell each other air for a cool $100. Call me crazy, you guys, and you can literally call me crazy when you give us a follow on Snapchat. Find out what we're doing here at the Stream TV. It's time for what's happening in Reddit, the front page of the internet, your best friend, and probably what you're checking in bed before you get up to confront your day. Well, one of the trending stories on Reddit is from the subreddit Today I Learned, and my Redditor shared with me that today they learned that it was International Children's Day yesterday. So this holiday is celebrated mainly in India, but a few other countries as well. And it's November 14th, which is exactly 9 months after Valentine's Day, which I love so much. Now, most schools in India will actually hold celebrations, or they'll have performances, song and dance. They'll get the kids real festive to celebrate them own selves, she says. And all I have to say is, thanks again, America, for gypping us of another perfectly good holiday that could help us get off from school and work. So if you're with me and you want to celebrate International Children's Day, comment below. I'll get the petition going, you guys. Who I'm not getting a petition going for is this young lady from China who is now being arrested, or she's been arrested for fraudulent charges after her bank accidentally deposited $4.6 million into her account. She was very, very quick to spend $3.3 million of that on luxury goods and mainly handbags, and now she's in a whole lot of drama for committing a crime, basically. Although I feel like it's the bank's fault. Like, you somehow deposited millions of dollars and you didn't catch yourself before the girl could go and spend it all. I don't know. I would love to know what you think, but in the meantime, I'm gonna toss it over to Natalie Sheets to tell me who is talking about this on Reddit.
Well, Brooke, as you can imagine, people are flipping out on Reddit over this story. We've got comments from Alla Reid, screenwriter John, is that taco pie? Which I feel like should have a question mark after that handle. Is that taco pie? I don't know. The Amazing Coconut. And then a comment from Frog2, who is flipping out the most. You could buy 4.6 million spatulas from Spatula City. I don't know who Frog2 is and if you work for Spatula City, but I don't know why you would make that kind of comparison. But who knows, you know?
I love the specificity of being able to buy spatulas and not spoons or whisks or anything like that. I guess spatulas are
a unique choice.
Yeah, I guess they're on the cheap, Natalie. Well, thanks for that, dude. And thank you to whoever shared this on Reddit. Very interesting. I guess people are loving the fact that Whoopi Goldberg shaves her eyebrows. And she's been doing this for a really long time, but she is notorious for not only her dreadlocks, but also for getting rid of her eyebrows altogether. She says when they grow in, they're really itchy, which is why she does it, although some claim that she could have alopecia, which makes absolutely no sense, users of the internet, because she has a full head of luscious dreadlocks. So keep to yourselves, people, keep to yourselves. You know who also needs to keep to themselves? Oof, I feel like you're not gonna be too happy about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Tom York of Radiohead, because he's just created the longest song in history. And by longest song, I mean straight up the longest song. An 18-day long song, meaning 432 hours. He's calling it Subterranea, and it's built on atmospheric experimental sounds. I guess he's been super busy with this. You can't actually hear the full song anywhere, but you can catch clips on the internet for yourself if you want to. Let me know if you do take a listen. I would love to know what you think. And for our final story from Reddit today, of course, we're bringing you your daily cute, you guys. None other than Bob Ross holding a baby raccoon to get your day officially going. Well, I would love to know any of your daily cute recommendations. Send me your cutest pics, you cute little stream honors. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode here on thestream.tv. That's all that we have for you, but I would love to hear your comments. Send us those below or find us on your favorite social media platform at The Stream TV. We'll see you same place, same time, and that's what we call a stream off. Same place, same time tomorrow. That's what I meant. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. While you're here, give this video a like, a